Hey everybody, happy Superman Day. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rock and Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. And boy, this is a once in a lifetime kind of week, packed with stuff that's fun to read. This is Action Comics number 1000. This is the book of the day, this is the book of the year. I've waited for this ever since back in number 600 hit the stands. It's the 80th anniversary of Superman. Been talking a lot about this guy. There's 10 different covers for each decade and all kinds of great stuff in this book. You can go to DC Comics, read all about it. I'm sure you've heard all about it. But get down to your shop, pick one up. Tell everybody you know to come pick one up. It's Action Comics 1000. Super, super awesome. Can't say enough about that book. But I got a lot of other books I got to talk about. Superman number 45. Just in case the Action Comics wasn't enough for you. Super Sons. One of my favorite super titles. This book's been a lot of fun. Batman number 45. Another one of the biggest books out there. Number 44, super sold out. You're going to want to jump in on this before the big number 50. Tom King is just absolutely knocking it out of the park with that. Always a big week for Batman. Here's Creature of the Night. A little prestige format, bonus sized goodie for you. Or Sins of the Father. Fun stuff. Here's Batman teaming up with the mighty TMNT. Always awesome. Here's Batman teaming up with Wonder Woman with some absolutely astounding art from Liam Sharp, a Black Cat favorite. Love some Brave and Bold right now. Grab those first two issues and catch up to number 3. You will not believe the quality of art in that book. And hey, the story's pretty good too. Batwoman. This is your B cover. Everybody's got a Superman team-up B cover this month because Superman's awesome. Nightwing, one of my favorite Bat books. And Harley Quinn, probably one of your favorite Bat books. Everybody loves Harley. As if there wasn't enough awesomeness to talk about, give me a second for Mr. Miracle. Number 8, one of the best books in comics. Again, Tom King, knocking it out of the park. Can't say enough about this title. If you're one of the 3 people not reading Mr. Miracle, you're blowing it. Grab number 1, catch up to this week's number 8. Really is one of the best comics out there. One of the best books you'll ever read. Great, great stuff. Justice League, another huge title. DC's just doing everything right these days. Aquaman, super awesome. Green Lanterns. Again, I've been saying, if you guys don't have a Green Lantern book on your list, you got to get one. Got to check out Green Lanterns or Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Good stuff. Damage is your new Age of Heroes book. These titles have surprised a lot of people, so you're going to want to get in on that. This one has Poison Ivy. Deadman is your mini-series for the week. This is number 6 of 6. This wraps it up. Art by the all-time great Neil Adams. Deathbed is your Vertigo book of the week. Injustice 2 is your video game tie-in book of the week. DC Universe Bombshells United is your extracurricular DC Universe of the week. Cave Carson Has an Interstellar Eye is your Young Animal book of the week. And last but not least is the Herculoids. This is your latest issue of Future Quest Presents. Love Future Quest Presents. Really been encouraging guys to jump in on this. It's all your favorite old school Hanna-Barbera folks in brand new adventures. Really, really great stuff. DC is just amazing these days. No pun intended. Speaking of amazing, here's the latest issue of Amazing Spider-Man number 799. There's your Red Goblin right there on the cover. Bit of a spoiler if you haven't been keeping up with the title. Number 800 is right around the corner. Big, big news in Amazing 800. This title's already totally selling out every time, so it doesn't need a lot of press. Renew Your Vows is your other Amazing Spider-Man title for the week. And Venomized, because people can't get enough Venom these days. Good stuff. Infinity Countdown, because there's a little movie coming out in a couple of weeks that you might have heard about. So they've got some comics that sort of loosely reflect the movie in comic continuity. The Avengers. Everybody knows I'm a big Avengers fan. Can't say enough about what's been going on in this title. It comes out every week, so you're probably a little behind. Go all the way back to number 675 and catch up to this latest issue. Avengers is as good as it's ever been. Speaking of good as it's ever been, this is X-Men Gold. They're warming up to The Wedding of Kitty and Colossus. If you haven't been into the X-Men for a while, now's your time to jump back in. X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue, X-Men Red, Astonishing X-Men, side books like Cable or Weapon X or Weapon H, because now there's a Hulkverine. Pretty cool. Black Panther. It's your movie star book of the week. So people can't get enough Black Panther these days, which is awesome. So there's all kinds of great Black Panther material, both old and new. Daredevil, number 601, picking up after that double-sized number 600 from a couple of weeks ago. Daredevil has always been one of Marvel's best titles. So if you're not reading Daredevil, now's your time to get in on that. Grab 600 and catch up to the new one. Iron Fist, it's your other Netflix star of the week. Love me some Iron Fist. Miss Marvel and The Incredible Hulk round out your Marvel stuff proper. But Star Wars Poe Dameron, it's your last Marvel book of the week. Been saying what a great job Marvel's done with all this Star Wars stuff. Poe Dameron's been a lot of fun. It's a great week for all the other guys too. Black Hammer, it's your Dark Horse book of the week from Jeff Lemire. If you don't know much about Black Hammer, grab those trade paperbacks. One of the best books out there. Really, really cool take on superhero stuff. Kick-Ass is your Image book of the week, unless you've been waiting for Moonshine. Moonshine's been maybe a little bit under people's radar, but if you like the out there stuff that Image does, the edgier stuff that Image does, you're going to want to check that out. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is your Boom Studios book of the week. I hope that you already have this one on your subscription list. You know that 25 totally disappeared. 26 will probably be very similar. If you opened the bag for 25 and got to that last page, you couldn't believe what happened. So you got to have 26. Kong on the Planet of the Apes is my Boom Studios book of the week, because you know I love anything with giant gorillas and gorillas on horseback with guns, or gorillas on dinosaurs with guns. This is one of the great books out these days. We're living in an era of team-ups that is really awesome. We'll get to another one in just a minute. The Crow. It's my IDW book of the week because it's great to see The Crow back in comics. Pick up the new printing of the original trade paperback. Check out the new series. Gotta love The Crow. G.I. Joe and the $6 Million Man is my other IDW book of the week because I told you we're living in an era of great team-ups. If you loved playing with the toys like I did back in the day, this is a mashup that happened in your backyard every day, and the comic is just as much fun. And Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe is my Valiant book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to have a Valiant book on your list, like Ninjak or Bloodshot or Exo Manowar. Go to the Valiant website and check out all of their awesomeness. And it's probably the biggest week of all ages stuff that we've seen in a long time. You know, I tell you guys all the time to go to all the publisher sites, check out their different all ages offerings, because they all do a really great lineup, and this week's a good example. How about some Casper and Wendy? How about some Casper the Friendly Ghost back in comics? That's super awesome. How about Marvel Superhero Adventures? Little superhero action for the little ones. 2 My Little Pony books this week. You got your standard issue, and you have your double-sized annual for Legends of Magic. You know you love some My Little Pony, so a double-sized prestige format My Little Pony book is just more than your brain can handle. The Simpsons is always more than my brain can handle. There's a couple of Michael Cohen's clients right there on the cover. Awesome, awesome book, The Simpsons. Just as great as the show. Sonic the Hedgehog, much like Casper and Wendy. Also awesome to see Sonic back in comics. You loved Sonic for decades, and now he's back with new adventures. And speaking of adventures, we got 2 Star Wars Adventures books today. This is your standard issue, and like My Little Pony, this is your super awesome prestige format cardstock annual. I love some all-ages Star Wars Adventures. Much like the Marvel stuff, these guys are doing a great job with all of this. Teen Titans Go is another extremely awesome all-ages franchise. Love some Titans Go. Uncle Scrooge and Walt Disney Showcase remind you that yes, Disney still cranks out a lot of awesome comics too. Like some of the other ones I mentioned, it's really great to see Uncle Scrooge and the Walt Disney crew back in comics. Like I say, really, really great week for the all ages stuff. Good opportunity to check out some new things there too. So all in all, just a fantastic week of comics. You got to get in, pick up that Action 1000. Great, great day. Get out there and have yourself a really fun Superman day. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at cat-comics.com. You can check out our Facebook page, check out the YouTube channel, check out the podcast at soundcloud.com. Just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.